Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. How have you been? I hope you're well. I'm fantastic too. Yeah, thank you so much for always coming back to watch my videos. I appreciate you a lot. And if you're new, you're welcome to this channel. My name is Miss Furaha. I make beauty videos, adventure, and sometimes some instance about mental wellness and health. We have to figure out everything concerning our beauty, our wellness. Yeah, so you're so very much welcome to this channel. Make sure you subscribe below, hit that bell so that you can get notified every time I post a video. Once again, today I'm coming at you all glammed up. Ooh, how do you find my makeup? Comment below. If you want a mini tutorial about this look, I have it on my Facebook page, Miss Furaha. Search it, like and follow. I have some mini tutorials there you will enjoy. Yes. So today guys, I wanna chat with you about overthinking. It's something I really suffer from. Like, it's something I'm really working hard on making sure that I be able to stop it, or anytime I experience it, to be able to just move past it, so that I don't dwell on it and affect me even in terms of depression or anxiety. Yeah, if you don't know, sometimes you might not be aware that you're overthinking because you don't know the signs, but mostly overthinking is like constantly looking at an issue, over analyzing it, and normally it results to negative emotions and cloud your judgment and bring all this negativity and sometimes anxiety and depression, because you constantly worrying about that thing and overanalyzing everything. If it's an issue that happened, you're like overanalyzing it. Why did that happen? I wish I did this, I wish I did that. Or if I can do this, it has to be perfect, it has to, and it's like you're overanalyzing everything. And I suffer from that, guys. Like, it's something I'm really working on this year, and I want to share with you. I do research about it, and I want to share with you on how you can manage it, or move past it, and be able to be healthy, because there's a thin line between overthinking and mental illness, because when you overthink too much, it can result to depression, and depression can result to decline of your mental health and everything, as you know. So yeah, today we're gonna talk about that, so make sure you watch this video until the end. Okay, I have 10 points that I want to share with you on how to stop overthinking, yeah, how to go about it and stop it, and be able to work towards it every time it crop up. Yeah, the first way, guys, on how to stop overthinking is, first you have to be aware of its existence. Like, you have to be aware when it's happening so that you can be able to deal with it. Because if you're constantly thinking and you don't even aware that this is overthinking, you're overanalyzing things, you won't be able to figure out that this is a problem that you need to deal with it. So being aware that it's happening, it's the first instance you can be able to work on it. Yeah, so if you feel that you are worrying at that moment, you are so constantly worrying about that issue, you're analyzing everything, and you're not really entirely finding a solution, you're just concentrating on that problem or that issue. Yeah, like, even if you feel like your head is going to burst because you're constantly thinking about it, yeah, and dwell on it, yeah, until you feel so stressed. So when that moment comes that you feel that way, just know that you're overthinking. Yeah, so that you can take the right step to just get past it. The second way, guys, is fear. Mostly fear cause overthinking. Yeah, like you're fearing something and then you wonder, will this happen? Hey, how can I do it? I can't do it. I failed before. And all these questions come at you at once, and you just concentrating on that fear, or overthinking on that situation. So think try to think what can go right, instead on what can go wrong, because when you think about what thought can go wrong, it's when you dwell on it, because you're like constantly, hey, this will go wrong, this will go wrong, I can't just do it because just like that, you know. So when you find yourself in that situation, try and think of what can go right. Yeah, because that will shift your mind into something positively more than dwelling on that something negatively, because most of the time overthinking, it's way more negative. It doesn't bear any solutions. Yeah, it's way negative, and it brings out this negative energy and emotions. So try to think about positively about that situation. If it's something you're facing right now, you're fearing, think about what can go right. Yeah, then it will give you that boost that you need, and you stop overthinking about it. And if it's something that happened in the past and you're constantly overthinking that situation, just try and think what went right about it, and just get past it. Yeah. Third insight, guys, distract yourself. That is something I really apply myself. If I realize that I'm constantly overthinking about this issue, I distract myself. Do your hobby. If you like watching movie, watch a movie. Laugh, comedy. Yeah, I normally laugh. Comedy I watch, and then I dance, or I listen to good music, not somber music. If it's something sad you're thinking about, just think about something positive and do it. Exercise. Yeah, just do something so that you can distract yourself, and be sure that constantly thought will just evaporate, and you're good to go. And most important, it should be something fun, something just to bring those positive emotions and happiness. Yeah, it will really help you to get past it. Yeah. Fourth insight, guys, put some things into perspective. You know, sometimes you might really be thinking about that issue that happened, or something that is happening, and you're constantly thinking about it and over analyzing it. Sometimes it's good to put some things into perspective. What do I mean by this? Like, think about maybe in time perspective. Like, will this issue that I'm constantly thinking about matter in the next 5 years, or 1 year, or next month? Will this issue matter? Or so when you put things into perspective like that, you'll realize that it's just something that is passing by, and it will just go. I'll get over it, and you just shift your mind into a positive mindset, and that you'll be able to brush off that overthinking. And looking back, that time when it happened, you get past it, you at a better place. Then you'll be able to understand that sometimes even time can put you into perspective or things, and knowing that it's not something that you will dwell on it all your life. It will come to pass. Yeah. Yeah, so that is another way you can be able to just switch off your mind of thinking that issue. Yeah. So sometimes, guys, you might find yourself overthinking of an issue. Maybe you want to start a business, or you want to start something. Then you're overthinking, am I able to do it? I don't have all the right things that I need. Am I bold enough to do it? Like, so many thoughts can run into you, and you start overanalyzing it, and even fail to start. So being ambitious is good, but like striving, thinking, overthinking about perfection it's unrealistic, because if you constantly thinking about that thing, it will even hinder you to take that step. Like, for example, starting this YouTube channel, so many of us like overthink everything. I don't have maybe a good camera, I don't have even a background, I don't have any. You start thinking all these thoughts, and it sometimes hinder you from starting. So you just snap and say, oops, I'm gonna start. Because being ambitious, all it happens is, what matters is those steps we take towards that dream. But if we strive like overthinking about perfection, it won't take us anywhere. So try to not perfect overthink about perfectioning something. Rather than start, take a step and just do it. Yeah. So I think this will help you in situations whereby you're overthinking because and you hesitate from doing something because you're overanalyzing it. So you knowing that if you start and you work towards it every day, it will get better rather than striving to for that perception right away. It will really help you in a bunch, guys, and I have worked on that a lot myself. So sixth insight, guys, try to view fear differently. I know most of the time, even myself, what I suffer most from overthinking is constantly what I fear about. Fear maybe to get hurt if something happened to me before, or fear of failure. Maybe I failed in a certain area before, then I'm fearing, then I constantly thinking about it. Yeah, so try to view fear like if something happened, just know that it's an opportunity for you to start something new and better. Or yeah, don't dwell on like maybe you failed before and that you dwell on that and thinking that it will hinder you so many things. So try to shift your mindset of fear that if I fail, it's because this right now is another opportunity to give it a chance, to give it a go, so that you can be able to push yourself to do it rather than dwelling on the failure that you had, or the hurting that you experienced, that you're constantly thinking that I can't do this, I can't take any other chance because of it. Yeah, so it will really help you to shift your mindset of things and just beat that fear and stop overthinking. Yeah. So the seventh way to work around overthinking is put a timer. You know, sometimes you want to do something, but you're constantly thinking about it without doing anything. Put a timer. If you are aware that right now I'm overthinking, just time yourself. Give yourself like 5 minutes to think about that issue, and when that 5 minutes lapse, do another thing. Just move on and do something else, because I know we normally think anyway. But if you find yourself you are an overthinker, try to limit yourself the time that you're thinking about an issue. Yeah, like give yourself 10 minutes if you're like reflecting on something or thinking of an issue that has happened. Give yourself like 10 minutes, think about it and think around it, and then if you're done 10 minutes, you are good to go. So it will really, that's practice, it will give you insights like you don't to overthink and not to take so much time to dwell on something. Yeah, and rather just deal with it, think about it 10 minutes and good to go. Distract yourself, find something to do, and you're good to go. Eighth insight, guys, on how to deal with overthinking is know that you can't predict the future. Like for me, what I suffer most in terms of overthinking is that I'm constantly thinking that if I messed up this, will I be able to deal with it in future? Will I be able to make it in this area in future? And I constantly thinking about it, and it drives me crazy sometimes. So reminding myself that I can't predict the future, or yeah, I can't predict the future. So even me worrying about it right now, everything that maybe can happen in future won't solve anything. So it does help you to just snap out of it and know that even if you worry about the future so much, you just robbing your time right now. Instead of overthinking, that time can be useful for you to work towards your goals, to work towards your fears, to work towards to do something fun, to live in the moment. So knowing that you can't predict the future is another good insight that I try and work on my overthinking, guys, because most of my fears are about the future and everything. So I try a lot to remind myself that I can't predict the future and that it is what it is. Let me take that moment and do something that I can control right now, rather than dwelling on something I can not even control, worrying about it. No. So another insight, guys, is that learn to see the best in you. I know most of the time, for us to overthink, maybe we think that we're not good enough to do that something, therefore we dwell on it, or worrying about it. Or yeah, we are not good enough, or maybe there's some self-esteem issues here and there, maybe you can't really measure up. Sometimes it's good to remind ourselves that we we appreciate the best that we are doing right now, yeah, instead of worrying, constantly worrying, or am I good enough, am I, just appreciate what you do best, so that it can be able to just help you to snap out of overthinking. If it's something that you feel like you can't do it, you're not good enough, stop thinking about that and just appreciate whatever you're doing right now, whatever you're doing your best, and appreciate yourself. So it really helps you in a bunch, guys, really helps. So the 10th insight of how to deal with overthinking, sometimes you might be overthinking of something that you regret doing, that you regret saying, and then you dwell on that, or something that is not really going on well in your life, and you constantly overthinking about that. I think it's very good for us to just take time and appreciate and be grateful in everything that is happening, right, that is doing well in our life. Take a pen and your diary, just write all the things that you're grateful for. And this is a practice that I'm doing. And sometimes, even if I'm sad about something and really thinking about something, or just figuring it, just overthinking, I normally take my diary and just write everything, try to think of all the things that I'm grateful about, that are happening in my life, that are going on well, and it immediately give me that boost I need for me to just snap out of that overthinking and negative emotions and negative energy, and just focus on the good. And it works magic for me, guys. So I hope that you find this video helpful and that you've learned something out of it. Yeah, comment below any insights that you use to stop overthinking, because I'm really a victim on that and I'm working towards it, and I thought that I should share with you guys. Maybe it can help someone there, and it can encourage someone to work on it, or it can make you realize that you have the same issue, and just work around it. Yeah, I'm really passionate about even our wellness in terms of mental health, apart from beauty and me having fun. So yeah, I hope you find this video helpful. Make sure comment below. I will read all the comments and respond to you guys. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching this video. See you on the next video. Bye.